President Vladimir Putin met with his Syrian counterpart Bashar al-Assad in Moscow to discuss what the Russian leader described as continued escalation in the Middle East, according to state media reports on Thursday. The meeting, held late Wednesday, comes as Russia, which intervened militarily in 2015 to save Assad's government during the Syrian civil war, seeks to mediate tensions between Syria and Turkey. Footage released by the Kremlin showed Putin greeting Assad with a handshake at the Kremlin before the two leaders sat down to discuss the situation in Syria and the broader Middle East. "Of course, I am very interested in your opinion on how the situation in the region as a whole is developing," Putin told Assad. "Unfortunately, it tends to worsen, we can see that. This also applies to Syria directly." This was the first time Putin and Assad had met since March of last year, and it follows Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's suggestion of a potential three-way meeting to normalize ties between Ankara and Damascus. Now we have come to such a point that, as soon as Bashar al-Assad takes a step toward improving relations with Turkey, we will show him the same approach, Erdogan said earlier. Turkey initially sought to topple Assad's regime when the Syrian conflict erupted in 2011, leading to a violent crackdown on peaceful protesters and the subsequent rise of armed rebel groups calling for his ouster. However, Ankara has more recently shifted its focus to preventing the establishment of what Erdogan in 2019 described as a terror corridor in northern Syria. Erdogan has indicated he may reconsider ties with Assad as his government works to facilitate the safe and voluntary return of Syrian refugees. Turkey has launched a series of military offensives in Syria since 2016, targeting Kurdish militias, Islamic State jihadists, and pro-Assad forces. As a result, pro-Turkish forces now control two vast strips of territory along the Syrian-Turkish border.